Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, Master's in Counseling Psychology, longtime astrologer, psychic, healer, and yogi. In this episode, I'm going to share the astrology update for October 2023. Welcome to eclipse season and spooky season. Stay tuned till the end of the episode when I give my sun sign predictions for each zodiac sign. Welcome to the episode on the astrology of 2023. Welcome to eclipse season. Stay tuned till the end of the episode when I give my sun sign forecast for each sign. I will share the key dates and astrological activities during the month of October and then go back and give more details. We've had a nice run since Mercury went direct back on September 15th, right after the new moon in Virgo, getting us back to business. It's smooth sailing until eclipse storms stir up the wavelengths leading up to the Libra new moon solar eclipse on October 14th. Mercury lunges into Libra on October 4th, and Pluto plunges direct on October 10th. Mars slinks into Scorpio on October 12th, stirring up spooky scenarios this eclipse season, which kicks off at the October 14th solar eclipse through the October 28th lunar eclipse. The Libra pendulum swings erratically back and forth, seeking peace at the eclipses with Mercury, Sun, Moon, and South Node negotiating outcomes at the solar eclipse. The witch's brew is a stewing. Early October is chill, while the second half of the month is chilling. Here are the key dates in October 2023. Mercury transits Libra from October 4th through the 22nd. Venus transits Virgo from October 8th through November 8th. Pluto goes direct on 10/10, October 10th. Mars transits into Scorpio on October 12th. The Libra new moon solar eclipse occurs on October 14th. Mercury transits Scorpio from October 22nd through November 10th, 2023. The Sun enters Scorpio on October 23rd, and the full moon lunar eclipse occurs on October 28th with the full moon in Taurus and the Sun in Scorpio. October opens with bewitching and beguiling Libra energies kicking off eclipse season. Pluto goes direct on October 10th, followed by Mars merging into spooky Scorpio on October 12th, just in time for the Libra new moon spicy solar eclipse on October 14th. Full speed ahead in early October until Libra solar eclipse stops us in our tracks. Until then, enjoy the Libra love lights, bringing in new relationship opportunities, while Libra South Node closes the doors on those connections that are too draining or unfulfilling. Mercury transits into Libra on October 4th, enhancing socialization, love connections, and getting a fresh start.
Rock and roll!
Get out in that early autumn sun and have some fun. Mercury wants to be the peacekeeper, keeping conversations cordial and restraining from erratic actions. Sun and Mercury, now transiting direct through Libra, are playing the diplomats, trying to keep tensions down. Meanwhile, the pending eclipses are lurking as the eclipse fuse gets lit on October 14th through the end of the month. The key is to stay in balance as Mercury moves through the ups and downs of the Libra scales. Keep things light and positive because Mercury transits into Serpentine Scorpio on October 22nd, and things might get intense. Mercury morphs into the psychopomp, opening the portals to scorpionic, seductive, spookish scenarios. Virtuous Venus vibes into Virgo on October 8th, taking up her maid's outfit or nun's habit or vestal virgin countenance, which also make great Halloween costumes, by the way. Venus enjoyed an extended stay for almost 4 months in Leo's lair. She needs to balance all that summer fun in the sun with focusing on all the tasks at hand that were neglected. Venus in Virgo now wants us to focus, get back to work, and clean house. She's got a month from October 8th through November 8th to make things happen and get shit done. Because on November 8th, it's party time again as Venus leaps into Libra home court and enjoys a social season during November. Venus in Virgo during October, however, is enterprising and very busy, and she needs to clear the decks to be the social butterfly next month. Pluto pulses direct in Capricorn on October 10th, giving us the green light to move forward with career, business plans, and pursuing our Dharma, a Sanskrit word for life purpose. Pluto has 4 months to make haste in wrapping up the past 14 years of karma it accrued or cleared while it transited through the sign Capricorn. Be prepared for some big news or announcements in the media from October 10th through the 15th that will concern the collective. We are all preparing for the big Aquarian upliftment in our society and personal lives that arrives in late January 2024. Mars moves into Scorpio on October 12th, provoking aggressive energies to come out of the shadows, just in time for the new moon solar eclipse on October 14th. Mars is the ruler of the transiting Aries North Node, so there may be hostile situations percolating around the world. Luckily, Libra keeps things light and airy. Mars in Scorpio amps up the intensity. We can feel it in the air. Mars can dive deep in Scorpio into all things hidden, subconscious, and surreal. Life may get weird. News stories will be bizarre. Big secrets and scandals that were hidden as in our collective reality as well as in people's personal lives will be exposed. Get ready for seductive, sleazy, and sinister revealings. New moon solar eclipse occurs in Libra on October 14th, amplifying this theme of revelations. Relationships will be unraveling and secrets are exposed. We must maintain our balance at this time despite the precariousness of situations. Libra rules all things related to love, relationships, balance, harmony, justice, air, communication, and connection. There could be some dicey stuff with air travel during this eclipse. Major decisions will be made that the rule of justice sets down. Watch your communications and messaging during this eclipse, as others may be more sensitive and misinterpret your meaning. I've done many podcasts over the past years on the eclipses, but want to remind listeners about the power of a solar eclipse. In Western astrology, solar eclipses aren't considered as malefic as lunar eclipses. Solar eclipses usher in new beginnings. The electromagnetic radiations will be felt worldwide at the upcoming solar eclipse on October 14th. Sometimes around these eclipses, especially solar eclipses, we have a preponderance of solar flares, or there are sunspots on the actual sun in our galaxy that is affecting us here on Earth. People may be in funky moods. What solar eclipses do for us as people on the planet is that they shine light on what has been hidden from individuals or in collective society. The astrological phenomena that bring solar eclipses, or the astronomy of a solar eclipse, is when the moon lines up directly between the Earth and the sun. They always happen at new moons. Astrologically, when the sun and moon are in the same sign at a new moon, the sun and moon are conjunct. So you're going to see an activation of the house in your natal chart where Libra resides. So that could be in any of the 12 houses of astrology: the house of self, the house of money, the house of communication, the house of home, the house of children, creativity, romance, the house of health and service, the house of relationships, the house of the subconscious or shared resources, the house of higher wisdom, higher knowledge, travel, education, the house of career, the house of gain and the future, and your house of karma. So check with your astrologer, Jill Jardine. Book a session at jilljardineastrology.com to find out how this Libra new moon eclipse will affect you, and the full moon lunar eclipse activating the axis of Scorpio and Taurus in your chart. The moon can block out the sun's light at a solar eclipse, distorting our sense of reality. Therefore, do not make any big decisions at a solar or lunar eclipse, as your clarity can be obscured, just like the sun or moon being obscured, and there can also be confusion. Eclipses can clean the slate, whether the slate is your mind, your experiences, your relationships, and other aspects of your life. So we can use the solar eclipse new moon energy of a new beginning coming with a solar eclipse, but maybe wait a few days or even weeks before we embark on the new path. That is a good way to use the energy. Sometimes the solar eclipse opens up opportunities that put us in a new direction. On a collective level, solar eclipses are a very interesting time to see what shows up in the media. Lots of secrets are revealed and people will be exposed. Solar eclipses force growth, and as I said earlier, they tend to activate one sign of the zodiac because the sun and moon are together there directly. The Sabian symbol for the degree of this solar eclipse on October 14th is 21 degrees Libra. A Sunday crowd enjoying the beach. The keynote is a revivifying contact with the mother force of nature and of social togetherness. We may speak here of oceanic feeling, born of attunement to the most basic rhythms of existence at whatever level it might be. So we will see how we are all interconnected and indeed not separate from each other. We are all connected in the invisible web of existence. Because of that, we must remember to attune to those higher frequencies of liquid light, and those higher vibes will lift up our consciousness and the lower consciousness of the planetary. As planetary healers, we must keep our energies up and help to bring others up. We also see that it is easy to fall to the lowest common denominator, especially in society or in crowd situations. We must raise our frequencies to those higher emotional set points of love, peace, and bliss, which are keynotes of Libra. Mercury moves into Scorpio on October 22nd, morphing into the psychopomp, opening the portals to scorpionic, seductive, spookish scenarios. Scorpio season slides in on October 23rd when the sun transits into the serpent's lair, lighting the ecliptic energies. Money and sex are on everyone's minds with the scorpionic influence of planets. Scandals seep out into public awareness. The ecliptic window is wide open, and the witch's cauldron is brewing and stewing at the full moon lunar eclipse on October 28th. Some dark is about to go down. As we get closer to the lunar eclipse of October 28th, our skin may crawl as sneaky, suspicious, and sleazy scorpionic situations silently stew in the shadows, ready to surface. What will be revealed? This phase of the moon occurs at 5 degrees Taurus, opposite the sun at 5 degrees Scorpio. It's a busy eclipse with Mercury in Scorpio and opposing Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus. There can be inflated feelings, and we can wrestle with strong urges. So it's wise to sit with our revelations for a bit before taking action. This eclipse serves as a final prompt, nudge, or push to make improvements in the Taurus and Scorpio ruled areas of our life in our natal charts. And feelings of discontent can magnify. It's a time to resolve matters, strike a balance, take the lessons, and move on. This is a partial lunar eclipse, which occurs on October 28th, 2023 at 4:24 p.m. Eastern Time. The degree is 5 degrees Taurus moon with the sun at 5 degrees Scorpio. Taurus 5 Sabian symbol is a widow at an open grave. Very scorpionic. The keynote is the impermanence of all material and social bonds. All natural compounds decay, said the Buddha. The most beautiful and most enjoyed substance loses its potential energy through continuous actualization, and the principle of integration and form is withdrawn, leaving the void, the open grave. That ends all attachments. The void is the great challenge. What next? One must begin anew, and if possible, at a higher, i.e. more inclusive and universal, less egoic central level. In astrology, Scorpio and Taurus are money signs. Taurus in our chart indicates our value system and resources, which includes the money we make, what we like to spend our money on, and how we cultivate resources and what we value. Scorpio in astrology relates to shared resources, money we receive from others, partners' money, death, transformation, and rebirth. So with this lunar eclipse activating the Taurus-Scorpio axis, there will be many issues regarding money or lack of money, resources, the economy, shared resources, what to do with our money, who's spending our money, and so on. So get ready for this final eclipse in the signs Taurus and Scorpio. After experiencing them since 2021, we're going to all sigh a big sigh of release and say bye-bye, Taurus Scorpio eclipses. Have you ever wanted to study astrology? Do you know what your soul purpose is? Do you know what your gifts, talents, strengths, and weaknesses are? Do you want to find out? Everybody's talking about their chart. Now you can too. I'm offering a 6-module astrology course coming up in October 2023. You can go on my website, JillJardineAstrology.com, and register on my astrology course and join the cosmic party. Welcome back. Here's the part of the episode you've been waiting for. Sun sign forecast for each zodiac sign for October 2023. Happy birthday, Libra. You're the social butterfly in early October. It's your time to shine. Mercury leaps into Libra on October 4th, joining Mars briefly and the sun, showering you with love and attention. However, the skies cloud over as your sun is eclipsed on October 14th, with a solar eclipse causing frustrations and delays and perhaps interfering with celebrations. Keep breathing fresh air and get ready to launch when Venus transits into Libra in November. Your lucky days are October 13th and 14th. Scorpio. Psychic Scorpio can feel the disturbance in the force before the lunar eclipse hits at month's end in your sign. Something feels off, but you can't tell what it is. And you don't want to be the one yelling, "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." Early October is the karmic return of this past birth year, so complete any unfinished business. Then batten down the hatches for the ecliptic scorpionic storms. Be prudent where you spend your time and energy and money. Your lucky days, Scorpio, are October 15th, 16th, and 17th. Sagittarius, you sail along in early October under sunny Libra skies, putting wind in the sails of your creative flow. At the Libra solar eclipse on October 14th, your future forecast is muted as you deal with relationship hiccups. You feel the Taurus lunar eclipse looming, and your karmic health axis is wobbly. Take care of your health and pay off karmic debts to lighten your load. Your lucky days, Sag, are October 18th and 19th. Capricorn, Pluto pulses direct in Capricorn on October 10th, opening floodgates of possibility and resources. You have a renewed sense of purpose and you are ready to rock. You have 4 more months before Pluto transits into Aquarius. Keep clearing up karmas and get your mojo back and revision your new life. Your lucky days, Capricorn, October 20th and 21st. Aquarius, Pluto plunges forward, freeing you up to make headway in career and life plans. Work behind the scenes to launch your Aquarian rocket during Aquarian season 2024, late January, when Pluto enters Aquarian airspace. Friendly Libra planets pulse love and light, and relationships get a boost. Watch for blips during the Libra solar eclipse and lay low during the lunar eclipse. Your lucky days, Aquarius, are October 22nd and 23rd. Pisces, Saturn retrograding through the early degrees of your sign all October gives flashbacks and swirls up the past. Resolve karmas the best you can and move on. Your sensitivities are heightened and you feel the witch's brew is stewing behind the scenes. Pull your tension away from out there and focus on in here. Bring it back to yourself with self-care, cultivating your sense of security and stability. When Pluto goes direct, you feel a sense of relief and get down to business. Your lucky days, Pisces, are October 24th and 25th. Aries. Aries feels funky and disgruntled entering October after a power-packed Aries full moon on September 29th brought something to light. The North Node transiting your sign is pushing you in new directions, but all the Libra planets force you to deal with relationship issues and clear some karmas to make way for a new path. Libra planets opposing your sun create complications, so protect yourself from being targeted by others. Your lucky days, Aries, October 26th and 27th. Taurus. Yikes, Taurus, you don't know what will show up on a daily basis thanks to Uranus and Jupiter retrograding in your sign. Blasts from the past and seductive surprises pop up. Enjoy early October when socialization opportunities abound. Then, after October 23rd, the proverbial shit hits the fan with spooky spectacles from your zodiacal nemesis sign, Scorpio. Things get weird and ghoulish at the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse on October 28th. Flexibility is required to deal with October's eerie antics. Your lucky days, Taurus, are October 15th, 16th, and 17th. Gemini. Lots of love blasts forth from fellow air sign Libra in early October. You're riding the high of chart ruler Mercury direct since September 15th. When Mercury shifts into Libra on October 4th, relationships are favored. Get your dating and relating groove back as the Libra scales are weighted in your favor. Make hay while the sun shines. Libra new moon eclipse reveals a surprising secret. Jupiter and Uranus retrograde in your house of karma spins the wheel of fortune. You won't know the outcome until 2024. Prepare now to ride the Aquarian wave in late January 2024. Your lucky days, Gemini, are October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Cancer. Libra influx forces you to be more social, make new friends, and participate in activities. At the same time, you have to clearly communicate and set boundaries with others. Quite the conundrum which comes to a head on the Libra solar eclipse of October 14th. You decide who will stay and who needs to go. Looming Scorpio season stirs psychic Cancerian sensitivities. Why can't everyone else see the ghosts in the room? Your lucky days, Cancer, are October 5th, 6th, and 7th. Leo. Leo is in a whirlwind of activity during Libra season. You seek freedom and release from responsibilities and obligations to others. Try to have some fun, but be cautious on the Libra solar eclipse when something emerges from out of the shadows. You also get a brilliant idea to implement later in the year. Scorpio season and Taurus full moon are a big boo for Leo. Your lucky days are October 18th, 19th, and 20th. Virgo, you might feel overwhelmed because of all that is expected of you. Try to stay balanced and slip in self-care here and there. Libra planets in your money house improve your sense of security and finances. Venus goes into your sign on October 8th, so relationships opportunities pop, especially at the Libra new moon, despite it being eclipse. That special someone seeks you under scorpionic skies. You feel fine going into eclipse season, Virgo. Don't let others be a buzz drainer. Your lucky days, Virgo, are October 10th, 11th, and 12th. I hope you enjoyed this episode on the astrology of October 2023 with Sun Sign Forecast. Remember to download, share, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine signing out, sending healing Libra love light vibrations and spooky Scorpio scenarios into the quantum field. Duh.